Let me show you how difficult it is being a man in a very short video. We live in a generation where if as a man you do not have resources, you don't have any form of money, and this is not just money, a certain level of money, you are not taken seriously. You cannot find love, you cannot receive love if you don't have an infinite amount of money. Now, the tricky part is this, that as you maneuver through this whole thing of that society in general rejects you, and now you work so hard to attain the things that society deem as you becoming a human being. Because we need to understand a simple factor. The women of this generation, majority of them, do not see men who don't have money or don't have a certain tax bracket as human beings. They will not be receptive to you. They will not be kind. They will not speak to you properly. The rejection is going to be so bad. Now, you work so hard as a man to reach a specific level. And then society expects you, when you've achieved all these accolades, to be faithful to one woman. It is madness. Imagine a society that deems men as worthless if they don't have resources. And when that man has everything, he is valuable. And now that man must give all those resources to one woman, where in the process of him finding himself, none of the very same women wanted to accept him or wanted to love him for him. So we are saying that men should acquire a certain level of intelligence, a certain level of resources, and then they must act foolishly enough to choose one woman based on the fact that they know that the only reason why this girl is with me is because of my money, and build a healthy, fruitful relationship with this girl, and also signing away his power and his resources to a woman who did not help him contribute anything into his life. Do you guys see how crazy that thing is? So meaning that I must work hard to give all of my power away. When she wakes up tomorrow and she feels unhappy, she can just take half of my wealth. It's very weird, guys. But as we continue, now another part is this. Whenever in this society men learn how to express themselves, when men call out the bad behavior of women, the women say to those men who call out their bad behavior that no, those men hate women. If you've got anything negative to say, or anything specifically that women are doing wrong that you're calling out, they say that you hate them. So we live in a society where women can call out the wrongs of men, but men cannot do that. It means that you're a hater of women when you do that. So this society exists in a way that men should not have a voice. They are only valuable if they have money. So your only value is in you giving them some form of a financial benefit. But if you have a personality, you have a voice, you have an idea, and you want to speak those ideas, no, you should close your mouth and not say anything. Especially if it involves women, if they're doing anything wrong to you. And another thing, there's a lot of emotional and physical abuse that comes from the side of women, where if a man protects himself, society deems it as wrong. A woman can slap a man, she can throw things, she can even try to stab him or even stab him at times. But the society that we live in is going to say that no, that man is not supposed to defend himself. A woman is powerless. No, she's emotional. She was in her emotions. And the twist of all of this, that women can do crimes and wrong things, but there's always an excuse to it. It is always a thing of people need to say that no, something had to happen to her. No woman can act in this way. But no, men are just generically violent people who don't get triggered, or people provoke them in a way that they have to behave in that way. It's only an exception when it comes to the women. No, the women are the ones who are only capable of being provoked. Or the men are the ones who are always provoking the women. but the women don't provoke the men. So there is a genocide that is existing in the society, where society is killing the voices of men. Society is killing the ideology of manhood. Society does not want men to exist in any sense. Only the women are the ones who have exceptions of doing wrong. And if you see on some tabloids where a mother can kill her kids, the women would comment and say, no, something had to happen to her. No, there's post pregnancy trauma and all of these things. But when a man does the same thing, no, that man was evil. He needs to be burned. He needs to die. But the same evil that is committed by women, no, it needs to be forgiven. It needs to look at. There's some form of psychological problem in all of that. So the society that we exist in, it is not in support of men, and men need to find their voices within men's spaces. And we create platforms where, as this video is an example, I'm speaking to men. I'm not speaking to women. I'm addressing the man to understand that you need to hold your power within yourself, have a lot of self-control, try to minimize your interaction with a lot of women. Stay away from dealing with a lot of women. Focus on your purpose. Pray for your life. Channel yourself to the things that serve you, because the society that we exist in it is not in support of men in general. So men need to learn how to participate within themselves and within other positive spaces of other men who think like them, who behave like them. So in a nutshell, men need to take back their control over themselves and not let the stimulus and the interaction that they have with society affect them negatively. And they need to champion themselves and the things that they want to achieve. In that way, they will have control. But particularly, protect your seed, protect your energy, protect your resources. Because most of the time, you're not going to come across good, genuine women. So you need to protect yourself, guys.